All right. So, if you know me, which you probably don't, let's be honest, I'm quite a small YouTuber. You would know I love, like, when stories deviate from the norm to a certain extent, depending on the adaptation, obviously. I like it when they do adapt the source material, obviously, because it's the original story. You can never really go wrong with that unless the original story is bad and everything. So yeah, but with the FNAF movie, yeah, I have seen a lot of the movies this year, and oh my god, did they actually fuck this movie up? In my opinion, I don't like this movie at all. I feel like, okay, yeah, if in on its own, the movie is okay. But if it's talking about the predecessors, the games, the novels, everything FNAF has built up to, everything FNAF this is an absolute disgrace, in my opinion. This is just my own opinion on the movie. You can definitely have your own opinions. I really don't care. But like, this is my opinion. I'm joking. I'll probably reply to your comments and everything. But anyway, this movie is fucking garbage. I I like the concept and everything. Yeah, I like the concept that, oh yeah, it was this dude that decided to work at the FNAF thing. He lost his little brother. I don't want to have to summarize the entire thing because it was fucking bullshit. It felt like, okay, I know this has been said about a lot of movies, but it felt like different writers had different like ideas about what FNAF is, and they just slapped it together. And like, it can be said about a lot of movies, but this one is really bad, and I really hate it. I really was hyped for the movie. I wasn't like overhyping it because I wasn't really expecting too much. I really wanted to come in like, expecting to see like, even if it wasn't from the original source material, I felt like, oh yeah, this movie it's still gonna go hard though. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, it's FNAF. Come on, it's by Scott Cawthon. It's his work. At least you should put some, leverage into it. And I feel like the movie, on its own is quite overhyped because I hear people calling it an 8.5. Well, this is easily a 3 in my book, but like, it's not up to me. But anyway, so in my opinion, the movie feels quite like a clusterfuck of nonsense. Like, I like the whole idea of everything, but like, it just feels like it's not a FNAF movie. It just doesn't feel, right in a way. Like, I'm a fan of horror movies. I'm a huge fan of horror movies, and this wasn't scary in the slightest. I know a lot of people would say that about recent horror movies, The Nun, all these horror movies, and while they may not be like as scary as they once were, they are still to some extent, entertaining. But this movie was actually fucking garbage, in my opinion. Again, I would say in my opinion. And they complained about the Flash movie CGI, when the CGI here is absolutely horrendous. Like, the animatronics in the actual movie actually look fucking garbage. I don't even know what to tell you. The animatronics, like, I know they had a whole idea of how they wanted them to look. In my opinion, I had an idea of how they wanted to look because I've seen a lot of like real life adaptations of it, and like the video games pretty much adapted in a pretty fine way. It just, they don't look as menacing as they would have. And then there was this scene where like Freddy killed someone, yeah, but like he pulled out his hand, or Freddy or Chica. I can't really remember much, but because I really didn't like the movie. But anyway, he pulled out the person was checking inside of the animatronic, and then they straight up just pulled their hand and grabbed the person inside and just killed them, which in a way is kind of accurate, but in usually they wait until the person has their head inside the mouth and they chop down or something. Like, it's usually how it goes, but then it sort of just deviated from that, and I don't know why I have a problem. I'm pretty just nitpicking at this point, but like, I this is this is purely my own opinion. Like, you don't have to agree with me, but the movie, all in its own just feels kind of weird, in my own opinion. It feels very, 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 very unentertaining from the original. Obviously, this is all comparing it to its original and its predecessors and such. I'm not saying obviously maybe there has been a FNAF movie before. I don't know, I'm not doing my research, I really don't care to. They've been the game, but as someone who's played the video games, I feel like this movie could have actually been something so much better, because I like the premise, I like how they set it up to begin with, but I don't like how the movie turned out at all. Because like the whole idea of the animatronics were for them to be like, you know, scary and everything, and they just didn't feel as scary. Because like I know maybe, oh, I'm an adult now, and oh yeah, it might not be as scary as everything used to be, but like come on man, I played FNAF just recently and I still get like jump scares. Oh yeah, did I mention there weren't as many jump scares as you'd expect? This movie didn't have as many jump scares as I wanted them to be. Yeah, I wanted to say they removed the jump scare aspect, at least not to the at least it wasn't to the degree I expected it. They made the animatronics show themselves a bit more like, yeah, that's how I want to put it. The animatronics kept showing themselves more often than not. Like if you've actually played the video games, you know the animatronics, oh yeah, you don't really see them moving. And I really wanted them to adapt that in this movie, and which to some certain extent they did, but then at the part they just, you know, fucked over that whole thing. Fucked over the fact that, oh yeah, I know they can't really teleport, they move in the shadows and everything, but like I wish they adapted that pretty much more in this movie, but no, they didn't, and I'm just really sad about it. I'm really disappointed about this movie. I really expected it to be something better. I really expected it to be something bigger. It could be just me, you know, wanting the movie to be something that it wasn't, and I'm just pretty disappointed, I guess. I'm just gonna say that the movie is fucking horrendous, man. It's really just my own opinion. If you don't agree with me, that is 100% fine. I really don't mind. You can even tell me why you think the movie is great. I really don't care. I'll read it, I'll reply. Obviously, I care about, you know, my fans, even though I just said I don't care. I really actually do, pretty much. So yeah, you can go ahead and comment your thoughts on it. I really don't mind, and I'll read almost every last one of them. I'll try to, at least. I'm a small YouTuber, of course I'm gonna read them, because I appreciate all the support. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Please check out my throne profile. It's in my YouTube profile, which is kind of weird to say every video, and it's also weird to ask you guys to subscribe. But remember, if you don't, somebody will. And yes, that was ripped straight out from Flying Kitty's video. Thank you. But anyway, yeah. So please subscribe. Please support me even more if you want to, and if you can, obviously. And thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out.